Alright, welcome to the Mandolin Studio. Today, carrying on in our working through the Alfred Beginning Mandolin book here, we've made our way to Chapter 2, Lesson 1, Notes on the Staff. Now, personally for me, this seems a little early to be introducing this because we were just getting going with the chords and stuff. But this is important to know. People get all freaked out about reading music like it's this big thing. Couldn't be easier, as we're going to demonstrate here shortly. But an important skill, and in addition to mandolin, mandolin is just an instrument that plays music, right? This is a music channel, and so what's the most basic thing? We're going to read some tunes, read some music, right? So we're going to knock this out here, starting in this, a lesson here in the chapter 1, and let me just show you a couple things here, and we'll explain this. This is super simple. Check this out. Alright, so in reading music, there's two kinds of staff notations here. The top one is what we're going to be doing, the treble clef. And the bottom one is the bass clef with the different sign there, symbol with the dots. And what this is when they write out piano music, the top one is the right hand and the bottom one is the left hand. Simple as that. And again, though, we're only going to be dealing with basically the right hand of the piano or the treble clef. So let's look at that by itself. Alright, so let's take a look at our treble clef here. You can see that there's 5 lines and spaces. And so the notes are just going to be determined by where they land on the page here. And just all we're going to do is remember one word. And that word is face. The spaces between the lines are the letters, or the notes F, A, C, and E. And the lines between the letters are just the letters that are around these. So before the F, you're going to have your E. After the F, G. Between the A and the C, B, so forth. And D is right there. And so they stack up right here. So all you have to do is wherever the note is here on the staff, you know what note it is. Now some people remember, instead of face, they remember every good boy does fine or deserves fudge. There's little ways to remember the names of the lines. Face is easier just because it's one letter less, I suppose. But yeah, some people just remember every good boy deserves fudge for the lines. But again, here's all the notes. So we're just going to take these and see, where it is written. Let's look again at that example from before. All right, so let's apply that. Here's that little example from before. Now it's a little blurry because I kind of zoomed it in to crop out the bass clef, because again, we're just doing treble clef at the top. So taking a look here, we got 4 notes. And the first one is in the second space, so that's A, remembering face. So A, and then the line right above it is B. So there's 2 B's, and then dropping way down to the first space, which is F. So our notes are A, B, B, F. And it doesn't matter what instrument we happen to be playing. Right now it's mandolin. Could be piano, guitar, flugelhorn, anything. Whatever you're holding, you're going to play A, B, B, F, which is why this is so universal. But, so yeah, A, B, B, F would be our simple melody here. Now the next time we'll talk about the length of the notes, how long to play them and things of that nature. But just looking here at the notes in the clef, A, B, B, F. All right, so let's take a look at a real melody here and apply this knowledge to our classic and royalty/copyright-free tune, Camptown Races. Now the first thing I should mention is, see the C over there by the treble clef. That just stands for common time, another term for 4/4 time, which we'll get into next time. Right now we're just looking at where the notes land on the staff here. And most of the time you're reading music, you're already going to know that tune. So especially if the words are written down there, you'll already know kind of how this is going to fall. But let's look. So that first note, it's just a pickup note. It kind of comes before the first bar. And you see it's on an E. So if I play an E in the mandolin, here we go. Now that first full bar, we've got 2 notes of G, because it's right there between the F and A. So we got 2 notes of G. It goes back down to that E, and back up to the G there. So just so far we've got, and that last the last bar is A, G, and E. So there we go. We put that together just like that. And before we know it, we've got Camtown Races. Let's look at the next bar just for fun. All right, so the next couple of measures and the next part of the melody is, you know, the doo-dah part. So you already know how the timing is going to go. And we see that first note is on the E, because it's on the first line there, you know, right below the F. And guess what's right below the E is, of course, D. So we play the E for the do, and the D for the da. And there it is, just that simple. Now the last note of that second measure there is just starting the melody over again. Kind of that first pickup note that we started with. But our doo-dah is just E to D. All right, so we can put all that together. Here's the tune that we just pulled right off the page there. And it's just that simple, just taking the notes to the melody we already know, putting them on the staff, and finding them on the fretboard. But again, those notes work on any instrument you're playing. We got a mandolin here. But those notes are going to work on any instrument. Check it out. Here are those same notes on a guitar. Here are those same notes on a piano. Just that easy. Any instrument you can figure out where the notes are, you can play this tune. You know, some E, G's, and A's. There's that one D in there. Super simple, but again, just trying to show how universal reading actual sheet music is, which opens up, of course, literally the whole musical universe to what you can learn and play. And it's just not that hard. All right, thanks for tuning in here for our look at Chapter 2, Lesson 1, How to Read Notes on the Staff. And like I said, super easy, especially because you're going to be doing this to tunes you already know. It's so easy to pull tunes right off the page. You don't need the mandolin tabs, although the rest of this book will have the tabs. But this lesson, we're just reading music, learning about music. Which is such a great thing, such a great thing. Next time we'll get more into the key signatures, or I guess next time is actually time. We'll talk more about how long to play the notes and how to read the lengths and the times and all. And we'll get into key signatures stuff later. Of course, we're just scratching the surface here, but just trying to demonstrate what an easy process. That reading music is, you know, just not that big a deal. And hope this helps a lot. Next time we're going to get more into the timing and the time signatures and stuff like that, and how long to play each note for, which is great. But you're already going to know it because you're going to know the melody in your head when you do this. So it's going to be super easy, super easy. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here.